Alright, let me fix you guys really quick. There we go. So welcome to 2023 pumpkin carving with yours truly. This is my pumpkin today. It's a huge one that if you guys didn't go watch the video, I suggest you guys go watch the video. We actually recorded that video probably, if not last weekend, maybe the weekend before that. When you guys come into the live stream, make sure you guys smash that like button upon entering. So I would say this pumpkin probably weighs in the realm of like, if I had to guess, probably like 12, 13 pounds. This is a pretty heavy pumpkin. So we got the, I don't know, we got a face here. I know we're starting a few minutes early, but I just want to make sure everyone has the chance because I said I was going to go live at 4:30. You guys know I always run late. So feel free to ask me any questions, and I'll give you guys a rundown of the tools and the equipment that I will be using today. And also make sure you leave it down in the comment section if you guys are carving pumpkins with us today, and if so, how big is your pumpkin? And if you have a photo that you want to share with us, make sure you can make sure to email it at Safford Hauling Services with an S at the end at gmail.com, or you can DM it to us on Instagram at Safford Delivery, all one word. So yeah, we're gonna wait for some more people to join the live stream. So we actually got this from Widow's Farm out in, I think it's Mystic, Connecticut. So great farm. I passed by there today. They actually still have a crap load of pumpkins there. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if, can someone chime in the comment section, let me know that the live stream is working, and also smash that like button on the way in. And I figure I'll ask you guys what it is that we're carving today. Should we do a jack-o'-lantern, classic, like retro style jack-o'-lantern, or should we do like the company diamond or something? Let me know, because I do have one more pumpkin I can carve, but I figure I'll save that one for my lady and the baby. So while we wait for more people to join, I'll show you guys the blemish. And this October hasn't really been good to record, if that makes sense. It seems like every weekend it's been raining, so every time I wanted to go out I actually had plans to go to like 3 different places at least for this October, and I haven't been able to get to any of them because of the weather. So yeah, it's just the weather pans out. Good afternoon, Logan. So yeah, if the weather pans out, maybe in November I'll be able to go out and get some more footage for you guys. Obviously it'll be way past the time for Halloween, but it is what it is. Just want to give you guys a couple announcements. New merch is on the way. We are actually doing the company shirts that look like this, same font. It's gonna have the holographic YouTube logo on the front, and then it's gonna have the huge holographic diamond on the back. So we got shirts and hoodies coming. We have extra large, 2XL, 3XL, and I believe some larges coming as well. So I got hoodies and t-shirts, and then we're also working behind the scenes on getting you guys some new merch. I don't want to really give it away yet, but I'm looking into maybe some accessories for your car, maybe some accents for your home, just some cool stuff to have of ours from us to you guys. And then also I actually have a special treat for you guys. My son and we actually went out foraging, and we actually got two huge bags. These are black walnuts, and I'll be processing some of these today, and maybe show you guys how I go about it. Yeah, so I know that I started kind of early, Logan. So we only got 6 viewers in the chat right now, 3 likes. Guys, girls, make sure you smash that like button on your way in, because that is how YouTube, that's the metric that YouTube uses to push our content out to more and more people. And then if you guys want to donate for our 2023 Toys for Tots, we've already raised 300 for toys. Wow, there's a bunch of little gnats out here. 300 for toys, 100 for Christmas trees, plus an additional 100 donated from a viewer named Cash. And so that brings our total up to 400 for toys, 100 for Christmas trees, and we're really trying to reach a goal of, over 1,000 this year. So thank you, Red Phoenix. I appreciate you. So yeah, let me ask you guys, what do you guys want to see me carve today? Should I do like just the typical jack-o'-lantern? Here, let me show you guys this magnificent pumpkin. If you guys didn't see the video of us picking out these pumpkins, this pumpkin got to weigh like at least 13 pounds or so. We actually released a video today at Widow's Farm of us picking pumpkins while my son's going off-roading on his Tonka truck, and we also went a little bit of apple picking as well. So I think Julia will be bringing those apples out here shortly. I don't know if she baked them yet, because I did mention in the video what we do is we'll take the apples, we'll cut them up into slices, put them in, preheat the oven to like 350, put the apples on some aluminum foil, add some sugar, some cinnamon, and some vanilla, and mix that around with the apples, bake them, and then it turns into like an apple flavored like glaze, if you will. Oh, it's so good. And then the apples they're not crisp, they're almost like soggy. I wonder like what it would taste like if you like deep fried apple slices. Like you batter them first, deep fry them, and then use that cinnamon sugar glaze to put it on there. I think that would be freaking amazing. So yeah, let me know what's up, Jeremy. Yeah, so we're gonna be processing some black walnuts today and carving this pumpkin. So what should I do for the design on the front of this pumpkin? And let me know if you guys got your own pumpkins, and if you guys are carving with me, or you guys just watching. Oh, I popped up in the YouTube shorts. That's what's up, Vibes. What's up? What's up, Jake? It's cool. So yeah, let me know what you guys want me to carve. So I could do like the company diamond. I could do a regular jack-o'-lantern. Don't mind the beard, it's kind of scruffy. Oh, what's up, Rem? Yeah, we about to carve a pumpkin today, sir. Yeah. So if you guys are just joining the live stream, we raise $500 for our Toys for Tots drive. 400 of that is going to be dedicated to just buying toys. So if you guys want to donate on stream, you guys feel free to do that. And then I think what we're also going to do, and if you guys don't know, 100% of every dollar that is donated on stream, we put that into our Toys for Tots drive. We don't keep any of that money, and then we go live when we go spend it, so that you guys know where every single dollar and every single cent goes. I actually got some back to school supplies that actually made the wish list for the kids that want toys this year. They've been asking for not really school supplies, but like arts and crafts and stuff. So I actually have the bin left over from our back to school supply drive, so I'm going to donate that. And I don't have any out here, but I actually got a couple big boxes of posters I think kids will like. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Plus, we're gonna donate $400 of the money that we have to Toys for Tots, and then 100 of that we're gonna buy some Christmas trees to decorate the Toys for Tots location, and then those trees will be donated to families that need them this holiday season. So, what do you guys want to see me carve? What do you guys want to see me carve? I could do the company S. I could do a jack-o'-lantern. I could possibly do both. Maybe on this one pumpkin. If you guys are just joining the live stream, smash that like button, please. It is the metric that YouTube uses to push our content out to more and more people. So I don't know. Maybe I could do like a jack-o'-lantern on this side, and like the company, because this pumpkin is huge. Like, look at this thing. So maybe I could do like the company S right here, or like, you know, the company S right here, and then the maybe two different jack-o'-lantern faces, like one scary, one like friendly, if that makes sense. Should carve the logo or a truck, or maybe, yeah. All right, you're overestimating my skills as a carver. Okay, I don't do this on the daily. I mean, I'm lucky if I do this once a year. Okay, take it easy. I can't even slice the apple like perfect. All right, take it easy. Don't, you know, take it easy. All right, so I guess I don't know. Should I do one design here, or should I just stick with one, or should I do the three? So because I don't want to use this side, because this side is all blemished. This is pro carver here. Yeah. Well, if you're new to the channel, my name is Frank. Frank don't carve that often. Frank has a hard time getting out of bed and getting his day started most days. So yeah, I don't want to use the side with the blemish. This is the side that the pumpkin was grown on. This is the side that made contact with the earth. So yeah, maybe I'll just cut out the top, and then we'll just, you know, we'll just get it going. Also, there's a new trend where people are like cutting the bottoms of the pumpkin out. And I don't know, I wasn't raised to do that. And even my mom tried to convince me, and I was like, Ma, you raised me better than that. She was like, no, it's the new thing. Everybody's doing it. I was like, you need to get off the internet. That's your problem, Mom. That is your problem. So yeah, so I guess I don't have a table, but I guess this chair would be good. This right here. Yeah. Like, Mom, that's enough internet for one day. All right, take it easy. So normally, well, I don't know how you guys were raised. Sorry, I don't mean to point the knife at you. It's kind of sharp. I see some weird people. I'm not judging, but I'm saying it's weird. Not the people, but like the way they do it. They'll cut like just straight up round, like. What is the point of that? There's like no fun. There's like, if there isn't like a little bit of chaos to where like the lid, you gotta like second guess like how the lid goes back on. What are you actually doing? You know? You like the idea of more than one face? All right, so maybe should I do 2 faces or 3? Because I think I have enough space for 3, to be honest with you. And that way we can get the most bang for our buck with this thing, you know? So how I was raised, we actually do like triangle patterns. So I don't know. Maybe I should have bought a pumpkin carving kit. I don't know. Yeah, no idea. But yeah, we'll get it going. 2. All right. Thank you, Red Phoenix. It has to be a puzzle, because if there isn't some kind of chaos, like if you just did a round hole, I mean, there's no fun in that. There's no fun. Halloween is supposed to be about fun, candy, cool costumes, getting out, enjoying life, and just doing what you do, baby. So I'll show you how I was raised, and then, you know, you just, if you got a pumpkin, follow along if you want to. If not, it's no big deal. I'm not going to crucify you. I'm just saying you should do it my way, okay? All right. I'm not saying this is going to be perfect by any means, but we're going to start kind of like diagonal, like this way. And we also want to consider that we have, and you don't want to keep your fingers in the way of this. So I wonder if you guys can see this. Looks like it. I gotta be a cowboy for Halloween. Nice. Cut the top in a star pattern. Yeah. So the problem with that is it's not enough chaos, Logan. You know, we out here just with the knives. You know what I'm saying, baby? So there we go. So it's just you know, you just make it triangle cuts. That's all. And I think I paid like, had to be like $30 for this stuff. So it's all about just doing the cut and then twisting it 90 degrees. Got a feeling that this one doesn't connect. Now, I could get a pumpkin carving kit, but then I feel like I would set up your expectations to be a lot higher of my artiste work. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you guys never saw my woodworking videos, I suggest you guys go watch those because you guys are in for it on that one. Like, I almost lost my fingers a few times. I actually cut this finger down to like the ligaments on the inside, and I guess I must have cauterized it, which basically means like it got so hot that it like, you know, it basically prevented it from bleeding because I didn't bleed. And I actually cut myself, like nicked myself twice on this hand with a chisel, and well, on this finger, and I sat down and I cried. Real man tears. Don't get it twisted. Real man tears. 2 nicks on the finger with a chisel. Just like little tiny baby paper cuts. And I sat down and I cried for this. But when I saw the stuff on the inside of this finger, I was like, man, this feels a lot more mischievous. I mean, it looks a lot more mischievous than what it feels like. All right, so we're going around. We're causing chaos. We're actually getting kind of close to the stem again. So we're going to venture out a little bit. Bring it back in. Try to speed this process up. And I don't know, maybe next year we'll give out like candy for Halloween and maybe some small pumpkins maybe. Like maybe we'll set up our own trunk or treat or something like ahead of time, like before Halloween. Like for instance, was it Tuesday? Is Halloween, so maybe we'll set up like our own company trunk or treat or something. And it'd be cool if I had like actual people that I could trust to like scare the crap out of kids. Like we'll have like one line. You get small candy bars and small candies over here, but if you want to go for gold, you get in this line. And this line, you get the big candy bars, but it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you. All right, so this is the part where it kind of gets dicey because, like, this isn't lining up. Yeah, well, so I didn't pay $30 just for one pumpkin. We actually got 2 big pumpkins like this, a small one, and like a quarter of a bag of apples. So all of that for like $30, and we supported a local mom and pop farm, so we didn't buy these at a grocery store because you guys know that we like to support local and small businesses. Ow! That just pinched my freaking skin, man. Alright, so it's actually getting kind of dicey right here. So what I'm going to do, if life if life has ever taught me anything, that is to go through the lines again just to make sure that I am all the way through, because there's nothing like ripping the top of this, whatever, the stem off, and then like you rip the stem off but the pumpkin stays, so then you look like a doofus in front of your family. You look like your name is Frank, and it's not. Well, at least not your real government anyway. And then what I like to do is I like to put a little tension on the stem just to make sure that all the pumpkin flesh is out of the way. Yes, just to make sure that we're getting into the meat, if that makes sense. So whatever way I'm going to be cutting, like right now I'm cutting the front, so I'm actually pulling back to make sure that the meat of the pumpkin is separating. And I actually brought a straight knife for multi-purposes. The first purpose is to cut open those black walnuts. We actually foraged those yesterday. We got a big Walmart bag full. See, like this one right here wasn't cut all the way through. And yep, this one either. See, that's why I do this. For some reason, there's like a bunch of little fruit flies around here, or gnats or something. I'm pretty sure I just got one in my mouth. Yeah, it's right there on my hand. Ugh. Yeah, so I don't know what you guys think about the trunk or treat. We could get like a banner made, and we can just pray people show up. So yeah, so I got the straight edge knife so that we can clean the inside of the top, and then I also have a big kitchen spoon and a small kitchen spoon. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Appreciate that. All right. And tell me you guys saw my kid ripping around in that video. All right, here we go. Got a little bit more tension on this side. Try to shimmy it. All right, grand reveal right here, baby. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. So if you guys didn't know, pumpkin seeds are actually really good eating. One year, I don't remember why in particularly, but I was really upset in my home, and I smashed a pumpkin, I think on the porch, on the patio I should say. And I'm going to take this time to clean up the edges in here and just cut out that little bit. And then I actually have a garbage bag down here, just to make the edges nice and smooth, so it goes back nice and smooth. And yeah, these pumpkin seeds are no joke. I didn't even bury them in the yard, and they they actually grew. We actually grew our own pumpkins just by pumpkin seeds falling off the patio. All right, so I'm gonna just clean up the insides of these grooves here. And like I said, I got a garbage bag down here, and then we're gonna cut this top. And kids, do not try what you are watching at home without a parent. So we are actually going to cut a bunch of this top off. And you always want to cut away from you, parents. And the reason why I'm cutting a lot of this top off is so that I don't have to struggle with all that weight, because it doesn't need to have all that weight. on the top. So, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And I know I said cut away from you, but I used to decorate cakes in my old life. And that's a true story. I actually went to school for baking and pastry before I became a truck driver. Alright, cool. So now that we got the top pretty much cleaned up, we'll put that to the side. Take a little swig of a beverage, take 5. Yeah, my kid loves riding that truck in dirt, mud, off-road, and you name it. That is my kid's jam. Alright, so that was pretty satisfying to see all that. Yeah, yep. Or what you could do with all those seeds, you rinse them out in a strainer, like a pasta strainer. And then what you do is you go to, or obviously you could do it beforehand. Oh, one extra step I forgot to mention. So you see all these grooves on the inside, how they're kind of like sharp on the inside, not the outside groove. You don't really want to touch those. But the inside groove, you want to cut those. You want to cut those because if not, you're just going to be stabbing yourself when you go inside there with the spoon, and they're gonna get scraped out anyway. So while you're in there, you might as well just scrape them. You know? Does that make sense? So what you do is you go to your local supermarket and you go to your taco section. In the taco section, they actually have packets of Hidden Valley Ranch dry powder. I would probably follow the instructions on how to use that, but I think some ranch flavored pumpkin seeds would be pretty sweet. That with some cold apple cider, oh man, a Starburst top, awesome. Yes. All right, so you get your big spoon. You know, if you were a professional like me, you just use what you got. So me, I got, you know, a strained spoon. But, you know, if you're a rookie, you know, you go to your local supermarket and you go to your local supermarket, you get a pumpkin carving kit, and it has a bunch of like little serrations on the teeth. I mean, on the edge of the spoon, they're like teeth. So what I'm going to do is I am going to carve this. I'm going to scrape this down, and then, because sometimes it's just easier. Yeah. And when I was a kid, I used to get in there, you know what I'm saying? I used to get in there and get after it. Halloween is my favorite holiday. One of them. The second favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. Then followed by probably, I don't know, I didn't think that far ahead. I don't know why, but the inside of my pumpkin is like suspiciously stringy. Like, I don't know, this is a lot stringier than, I'm not talking about what we just saw, but, you know, just the other stuff, you know? Alright, so, first big glob. Ugh. There we go. Trying not to get these to, like, shoot out everywhere. Ugh. And then I would just worry about the bulk removal right now, and then you could get in and finish cleaning it up later. And then also, very big important step on the inside, you want to make sure that your bottom is nice and flat. You don't need to have a, you don't need to have a rounded bottom. Your pumpkin, in real life, it pays to have a rounded bottom. Take notes, kids. All right, so so this weekend we actually went to an Apple festival, right? And I'll have the video for that probably over the weekend. I'll show you guys. But there was this guy there. He makes, I don't know, he makes his own like hot sauces and stuff. Oh my god, and he makes these like, I don't know, like jellies and jams. Ugh, look at that. And he had one that tasted like, that was like strawberry. I'm not the biggest strawberry guy, but he also had one that was pineapple coconut, so like a pina colada one. And these had like hot peppers and stuff in it, or like, you know, the oils or the juice or whatever from the hot peppers. And this pumpkin is almost hollowed out. And he has one. And I actually bought 3 jars. I'm going to send one to my buddy Chris. And hopefully, Chris, you're not watching. But I was trying to get the guy to, like, you know, shoot me a text message. Maybe I'll record some content for him. He doesn't live too far from me. You know, within a couple hours drive. There we go. Shredded pumpkin, baby. Kind of looks like pumpkin spaghetti. There we go. And he actually, oh man, that was so good. He had one that tasted like apple pie. So it was like apple pie, and then it had like habanero extracts. I was eating it out the jar when I got home, guys. It was so fire. So if that guy, because you know what I like to do is I like to support small local businesses, but the problem is, like, you know, when I tell people, like, yeah, I would like to collaborate with you. We'll make some content together and, you know, show off your stuff. You know, nobody really follows up. And my thing is, I extend the olive branch first. So, you know, if you don't follow up, that's on you, Papa. Alright, so the bottom is almost. You guys let me know how it's looking in there. Pretty good, right? Not too shabby. I just got that glob that just fell right there. And yeah, and then I bought some fresh maple syrup, Connecticut maple syrup. My favorite one is the one from Vermont. I think it was Burlington, Vermont, which is up near the tippy top, near, almost into Canada, I believe. And yeah, that was freaking amazing. And then I bought some maple syrup cotton candy. Hey Julia, if you're listening, can you bring me some of that? That maple syrup cotton candy. It has like a cream color to it. It's not perfectly white. It's like a cream color. All right, so I think that's about as good as clean as we're gonna get it. You know, aside from, like, you know, a couple strings. But like I said, this the inside of this pumpkin is like kind of stringy. Oh, that's all we got left. Yep. That's all we got left. Looks like, yeah, it looks like this is like fried dough. This doesn't even look like maple syrup. And are you making those apples or what? All right. So yeah, it's probably about as good as we're gonna get right there. I mean, I'm not trying to be too meticulous about cleaning that out. So let me go ahead, get a bite of this, show you guys what it looks like. And when I tell you, it looks and smells just like, I wouldn't even say look. Obviously, it doesn't look, but it smells and tastes like maple syrup. Like if you close your eyes and you're like, "What is that?" Then you like let it like just settle into your taste buds. Oh, it's freaking amazing. I could almost taste the waffles with this. Mm. Wow. So maple syrup cotton candy. If you guys never had it, highly recommend that you try it. I mean, I'm not a big sweets guy, but that maple syrup cotton candy, that's that's definitely a new one for me. Mm. Wow. There's like some like warm and cozy notes in there. Oh, it's so good. All right, so I think we decided on two different designs. So one we're gonna do a jack o' lantern, and then the other one we're gonna do the company design. So we'll see how fast we get these done because my backup battery, which I gotta order a new one, um, it won't charge my phone. It says moisture detected. Let me see how much battery life we got left. Oh, 77%. We are good to go. All right, so I think I'll work my way from this side to this side, and maybe let me show you guys. I'm gonna close this marker so I don't. So should I do it like left and right, or should I do it like Jack o' Lantern Company Diamond right here? What do you guys think? Yeah, that. Ugh. So I bought some fresh maple syrup. I bought two mason jars of the apple pie jelly with the habanero, and one jar of the pineapple coconut. I don't remember what kind of pepper was in that one. And then what else did I buy? I tried a bunch of different like infused honeys. I got to go back to that shop. Yeah, one on each side or like more closer together. I think one on each side. Maybe like one here, and then like leave a good gap in the middle. I think that'll be good. And let me show you the light apparatus. So this we actually I don't remember where we got it from, but this is better than a candle, guys. So this has two red or like two reddish pinkish LEDs and one amber one. It's super bright. And let me see if I could show you guys what it looks like. If it was darker outside, I'd be able to show you. But yeah, it just gives like a different dynamic to the inside. It just gives a different dynamic to the inside, like when the lights are shining out. So, all right. So second choice. All right. So that was second choice was like leave a good gap in between, right? I think. So maybe I will look at it and draw just a little bit of a center line so I know not to pass that. And then maybe I'll start here at this line. So are we doing a happy jack-o'-lantern or are we doing a scary one? Put them closer to each other? All right. So now we got a bit of a debate. Put them a little closer to each other. So then that would mean like jack-o'-lantern company diamond right here. Like literally. because it's not like, look how big this pumpkin is. So I could literally put them one here, one here. But if you're saying to move them up front, you know, I mean, I guess that would make more sense to move them closer together, because that way, you know, they're both kind of forward facing. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. So are we doing a scary pumpkin? Yeah, that thing is pretty awesome, and I think it only runs on two AAA batteries. Like it's freaking sweet. It's freaking sweet. So, are we doing a scary pumpkin or are we doing a happy pumpkin? But you'd see the hole on the other side, right? So definitely closer. All right. So seems like the majority of the vote is closer. So I would say, all right. So we're doing scary. All right. Um. All right. Well, I'm not an expert pumpkin carver, so I just want to let you know that before I begin. So, what may be scary to you, like, grandma in a bathing suit, isn't my kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? So mine might just be like, you know, boop, scary. It's not like ha 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 ha. Grandma in a bathing suit. So let me see. So we're gonna do it closer together, and what I like most about Sharpies, if you guys didn't know, you actually can wipe these off with you can wipe this stuff off with the rubbing alcohol. Oh, I don't like how that looked. That was wild. So how's that for scary? Just not a. How's that? Is that good? Because this guy hasn't carved a pumpkin since last year. How's that? Looks great. Go for it. Pretty good. All right. Sounds good. All right. So before I do go for that, I am going to show you how to draw the company diamond. If you guys never done this, let me just get a gauge for how big we're doing. So if you guys never knew how to draw the company diamond, start off with 3 lines. Then you start off with another 3 lines, right? And then that line crosses over. This line crosses over. Put a crown. Put a tail. Extend that. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see, right? And then you take this line, put it down, like so. This line, bring it up like so, and there you go. You got the company diamond. Kind of looks kind of weird because it's on a pumpkin, but you guys get it. The old school S is actually our company diamond. It's actually our company logo. So what I am going to do is except I am almost positive that anyone who watches the internet knows this company diamond as my company logo more than the old school S, if that makes any sense. Um, Not to brag, and anyone who watches my channel knows that I am a very humble person, but Now these lines, obviously I can fix them while I am carving, but just so that you guys get the idea. So I think I was the first person in existence to actually give meaning to the diamond. And right now, just so that you guys know behind the scenes, we are actually in the process of rebranding and elaborating more on the diamond and what it means to us. So this is the company Diamond. And fun fact for you guys, that diamond, I believe it, it originated in the 70s and carried on through till today. And the that diamond, we used to draw it on our desk in school. And the same way, you know, three lines, cross, cross, and you know, to this day, a lot of people still really don't know what it means, but I made it. I made it my goal to to make people acknowledge and recognize that when they see this, they see me and they see the company and they see the work that I put in and the amount of excess resources that not only do I create, but so do my fans and my viewers and the following of the channel. We create to inspire young kids to become something great. And I think that with my last name starting with an S, it's Safford. Me being a 90s baby, I don't know why I just got congested all of a sudden, but me being a 90s baby, drawing this on my school desk when I was a kid, not knowing what it meant, and our company logo and our slogan is the diamond standard of specialty trucking. But when I say that we're going through a rebrand right now is because we're looking to expand on this diamond. And you guys will see as the year carries out that we are striving to become more than just a trucking company. We're striving to become something more. You know, this diamond, you know, and us trying to inspire younger people to get out there, become something of themselves, and be something greater than we are. And through my fans, my viewers, our following, and if it weren't for people like you guys watching, yes, you watching this, none of this would ever be possible. And I just, you know, I would like to spread the message that anything is possible as long as you keep your 10 toes down and your head up high. That you know, you too can make a name for yourself. And fortunately for me, this company Diamond, which let me see if I have one on me. You guys never saw it, but it's all branding, it's all recognition. And through branding and recognition, you know, I've had people stop me and stop my buddy who had this on the magnet on his truck. I think I was the only person to take that company Diamond and put holographic to it and create a meaning for it. Something that symbolizes and idolizes the hard work and the I think it's perspiration, like basically like just 10 toes down every single day. Just getting out there, getting after it, and we strive to become a multi-dimensional company, so much so that not only are we creating resources for ourselves, but we are creating an abundance of excess resources so that we could go ahead and inspire the next group or the next generation of people to get out there and believe in themselves and become something greater than we are. So that's why on our company shirt, Dare to Dream, Dream to Inspire, not this shirt, obviously, that is the slogan I came up with, because if you look at that shirt, if someone can pull it up on the community tab, it's actually a man bending over and letting a child step up on his back while the child is reaching for the stars. And, you know, it's our job to inspire the youth and teach them that it's okay to become something greater and better, that it should be something better than we are, because we can only push so far before we have to let the next generation take over. And I think that you, not you individual, but us as a species, are naive to think that the next generation aren't going to be our bosses one day. So that's why I do it, because if we don't inspire them, who is, you know? As I got a knife in my hand. So I'm going to start carving this one, the spooky one. What's up, Daz? I've been live for 51 minutes. Thank you, Bryce. I appreciate the sub, man. So if you guys don't know, we actually do multiple drives a year. Matter of fact, I'll try to turn this so I can carve it while I'm talking to you guys. We actually do multiple drives a year. One of them being, wait, which side is the blade? That side. I'm gonna use the other knife because I feel like that knife is gonna get stuck, and I don't want to butcher this. We actually do a Toys for Tots drive, and again, I say this in the most humble way that I can. I don't want to sound braggy. I don't want to boast, but if it weren't for my subscribers, and if it weren't for my viewers and viewers like you that come and watch our content each and every day, you know, a lot of people, they don't realize that, you know, we are still, us, all of us together are putting our money together towards positive changes and hopefully, you know, more resources to allow kids whose parents aren't able to abundantly provide for them, that are just barely making it. We're helping them out. And you know, I grew up not having everything, but a lot. But you know, we want kids to excel. We don't want them to be average, because sometimes in life, if you want to be extraordinary, you have to put extra on top of ordinary. That's how you get extraordinary. And we want to raise and we want to inspire the youth to become extraordinary, to be something better than we are, to build something better than we could ever, to dream bigger than we could and go farther than we ever could. And I think that's part of the message of having the diamond, because I was drawing this on my school desk when I was just a young kid, and no one ever knew what it meant. I knew where I learned it from, but even my cousin who taught me how to draw it, she didn't even know what was the meaning behind it. And now my cousin who taught me how to draw it understands that when she sees that, she now knows that there's a meaning behind that. And that meaning and that slogan, the Diamond Standard of Specialty Trucking, you know, her family did that, you know. And, you know, I'm here to give new life and new meaning to that, come to the diamond, and actually have it represent something and stand for something. And you know, that something is for the greater good of our future. You know, because if we don't invest in the kids, who will? And if we don't We don't push them to be something bigger, better, greater, smarter, faster, harder working, more, how would I say it, more boundary pushing. We're just going to end up with, a generation of mediocre people. And that's not how we get stuff done. We need smarter people. We need faster people. We need people with solutions to be able to think on the fly. And we need, you know, we need people that can count on us to provide those resources when their families are barely making ends meet. So even if it's $5, $10, $20, we're providing a better Christmas or a better holiday season for them. I might have cut this one too small, but we'll see. And if you are new to the channel, if you've never seen any of our content, we do multiple drives a year. The first one being our Toys for Tots. That's how we got started. Behind the scenes, you guys probably didn't know this, but I actually handed out Halloween candy, and that's kind of like how it got started. I don't even think I've ever told you guys that, but one year I went out for trick or treating with my niece, and I had bought a couple bags of candies from Stop and Shop and paid a ridiculous upcharge on it, but how's that look so far? Not too shabby, right? Maybe I should make the eyes bigger. What's up, Dalton? So, all right. So this is what it looks like. This is the scary face, and this is the company Diamond S. I am gonna try my best to stick to that rigorous outline. Oh man, we already scooped out the inside. We already took off the top. I got some spaghetti pumpkin guts here, and I'll probably throw that in the garden so that the rabbits could come and eat it. Daz, you girl, you be sleeping. Not for nothing, but props to Daz. Daz is one of the hardest, longest working people I know. Every time I talk to her, she's always working. She's always working on something. Like Daz is a workaholic, and a lot of times the hardest working people in life don't really have time to stop and smell the fruits of their labor. So, the way that we do that is by passing on, the fruits of the labor to the youngins. All right. So, like the mouth, bro. Appreciate you. The hell that. But yeah, that is my kid in the background that you guys hear. So we are going to attempt to cut out this mouth. Ooh. So yeah, so when I tell you, like, it's been a rough couple of years for me. I've been going through a lot of stuff, a lot of changes, but come the new seasons, come new changes, new growth. When one chapter dies, a new one begins, and that's why I'm glad you guys are here to share the journey with me, and I wouldn't have it any other way, because where I fail, you guys see it. When I succeed, you guys see it. And where we grow, when I grow, we grow together, we grow bigger, we grow better, we grow stronger, and that way we inspire more of the youth to do better and be better. Oh, thank you, Dalton. I appreciate it. No, I didn't think you You were asking me for money. You gonna put a candle inside? No, actually, I bought this LED thing a couple of years ago, and I'll show you kind of what it looks like. It's kind of hard to get the full picture of it, but it makes it really spooky and ominous inside, which is pretty awesome in my opinion. I actually like this better than the candle, only because it adds like a new dimension of light on the inside, which is pretty cool. And then also, it actually has this little thing on it, so if you really wanted to, you could pull. I'm not sure which side comes out, but you can actually, you could probably screw this on the inside of the top and then have the light hanging from up here so you don't even see it for, the majority of the time, Come on, Daz, go get a pumpkin, lady. That mosquito really bit the crap out of me. Alright, so, again, we are raising money for we are raising money for our Toys for Tots. We've already raised $500, 400 of which are going to be going to buy toys for this holiday season for children and families in need. And we are working with the Windham County Toys for Tots drive, set up by Heather, I think her name is, if memory serves me correctly. Yeah, I think it's Heather. And we actually worked with her last year. And we had such a great time and an amazing experience with her. So we thought that we would reach out, and she was so happy that we did. And she seemed the most thankful for what we did. So if you have it in your wallet, and if you have it in your heart to, I know I'm going off course here a little bit, but I think it'll make sense. Yeah, I think it'll make sense. Maybe not now, but whatever. We'll figure it out, Frank. And so yeah, every single dollar that we raise goes to buy toys for children and families in need for the holiday season. So just keep that in mind. We don't keep any of the money. So all right, there we go. I'm trying to pop this out. And again, Sharpie, you can actually, sorry, I didn't mean to get you guys. With Sharpie, you can actually wipe that stuff off with rubbing alcohol. Or like Purell or something. So what I want to do is just clean up the insides here. So I just want to show you guys what it looks like. It's not perfect, but it's my attempt. What's up, Brandon? What's up, Frank? Playing with knives and stabbing a pumpkin. Shake my head, Frank. Yeah, well, listen. They ran out of Franks at the store, so someone's got to do it. All right, so that's that side. The inside of this pumpkin is really stringy. It's almost like pasta. It's weird. So I guess on that note, I will clean up this and scrape these strings off. And if you really want to preserve your pumpkin for maximum life, what you want to do is spray lemon juice on this. there's a couple more scoops of strings. Or I can just shake it out over the bag. And what do you guys think? How's that? And I could just how do you keep animals from eating it? You eat them first. That's typically how that goes, Daz. Any animal that poses a threat to your jack-o'-lantern, you eat them first. You gotta assert your dominance somehow. That's the only way. All right, so now we're gonna try to cut out the company diamond. So this is kind of gonna be tricky because I am going to have to leave some pieces attached at the top. And on the corners, if that makes sense, just so that it can hold. So what I am attempting to do now is cut the supports, and then everything else I can cut around it. So I'm cutting 2 lines for each support so it has something to hold on to, if that makes sense. And I'm not a professional. I'm just kind of dealing with the obvious here. And because if not, there's not going to be anything to support this. Because if I were to just cut this out, I would have the chunk, but I wouldn't have, I wouldn't have the actual design, if that makes sense, in the pumpkin, because the design would be in my hand, because the way that we normally do it, it would kind of be in reverse, if that makes sense, because whatever you're cutting out, you're not really keeping. That goes to the scrap pile or to your compost pile, and what's in the pumpkin is what stays. So you kind of got to have some kind of some kind of support, if that makes sense. So I went ahead and I every single point I cut that, and then I'm thinking about how this is gonna look, because I might just have to, this might not work like I intended. Yeah, I might have to make some alterations to this. What do you guys think? Yeah, assert your dominance, people. Yeah, because once I cut this out, all I'm gonna have is the outline. If you guys are just joining the live stream, make sure you smash that like button. It's the metric that YouTube uses to share our stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, because if I cut this out, it's gonna be all hollow. That's the problem with 3D stuff like this. It's a three-dimensional item on a 2D surface. So that's kind of where you kind of get into. I mean, I could just peel the skin off, but then you're not going to get the full effect. So thinking, because if I cut out this part unless I got it. I got it. So I'll cut next to it. Yeah, I'll cut next to it. And then on the other side of it, I feel like this line could have been a little sharper. That's alright. Get in there, Frank. Alright, so now I'm going to pop this part out. Bang. Yes. Alright, so cool. So I want to cut on both sides. Of that. And then come over this way. I'm trying my best to just pull this chunk out. Got it. Cool, cool, cool. And then I could always use the knife to clean up the insides of this. Just so that you guys can see the insides. And you kind of want to carve kind of inwards so that way you could get the most light through the parts that you carved. And then I could just finish cutting that. Yeah, yeah. I didn't mean for it to take this long, to be honest. And then what I'm thinking is that I have to cut on the outside of this line. See how I did this one? So want to cut on the outside of this line. Cut in. And you gotta be very careful because even though I'm cutting away from me, I'm cutting towards my hand. Alright. So I did that. Now I want to take this, cut it this way. Oh, see, gotta be careful. Almost done. Yeah, I just made a fatal mistake, guys. What's up, Abigail? Alright, so I just made a fatal mistake. So I cut all around the design, which means that this whole thing is going to be able to pop out. But I think if I leave it in there, it should be okay. Yeah, stab, Frank. Oh, see. Alright, cool. So pop out that piece. And again, because it's kind of like closed off on the inside, see that how like almost no light is coming through? So what you want to do is just take your knife. But since this whole piece can pop out, I'm thinking, what if I just pop it out real quick and then finish carving it? Oh, nope, it's starting to break. Ugh, crap. Alright, so alright, that's alright. We'll just clean up the inside. And again, I'm going to be very careful. Alright, let's see if I could pop out this part. There we go. Pop that chunk out. Carve some more on the inside for more light. Alright, show you guys what it looks like so far. Now, like I said, I'm no artiste, but I'm doing the best that I can. But yeah. Hey, Daz, when you gonna get a pumpkin? Alright, cool. Carve out that chunk. Mm. Yo, what's up, Pale? What's your costume or would be costume for Halloween? I'm not dressing up. I actually have to go to work that same night because you guys may or may not know I work overnights. So um, my kid he'll be Stitch for Halloween from Lilo and Stitch. Oh crap! I cut it. Let's see if I could redeem it. Yeah, my kid is going to be Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. We picked it out probably back in August, if I'm not mistaken. He saw it and he was like, Stitch! And he was so stoked. Alright, so it's actually getting to be about the perfect time so that way I can put the light in and show you guys what it looks like. Obviously, I got to clean up the holes a little bit. Yeah, I'm not dressing up. I don't think I dressed up in years, to be honest. But it is my favorite holiday because of the spookies and the vibes and just all around a good time, good family fun. It sucks that we don't do door to door, house to house trick or treating anymore like they used to back in my day. Everything's all trunk or treats and stuff now. It's kind of unfortunate because it kind of takes away from, hey babe, can you bring me either some rubbing alcohol or the Purell? Yeah, it kind of takes away from the fun. I understand the danger aspect of it, but I mean honestly, I think it was a lot more dangerous back then than it is now. Thank you. All right. You should dress up as a delivery guy and tell everybody what? Curbside, baby? All right. We are getting down to the nitty gritties here, baby. There we go. Cut all that out. I think that was the last cut right there. And then we just got to clean up the inside guts. And let me wish I had an air compressor or something. All right. Just give me 1 second and I take some paper towel. I got some 70 proof rubbing alcohol. I'm gonna soak the crap out of that. You still have the same liberties you did with customers when you were operating as. What I like about my job now is I don't have to deal with customers. And if customers have a problem, I just tell them to call the office. And because of my hours that I work, where I work overnight, um, yeah, I don't really have to deal with customers. That's number one. And um, my my day, like, because obviously the day carries into the night. Um, the I don't- it's very rare I have to talk to a customer. Very rare. And if I do, it's because I want to, not because I have to. Like, there's one town, they actually have a church that donates food to people in need every day that I go there, which in this particular time is a Wednesday. So when I go there, it's a Wednesday, which would be my tomorrow's route. And yeah, they hand out. It's a church, but they give out food to the needy, which is cool. And I'm gonna change paper towel because that one's falling apart. The sharp jack o' lantern scary side actually butchered the paper towel. I'm gonna just soak it. Yeah, I'll just give it a quick rub, just to have the alcohol soak into the paint real quick, and then rub it. But yeah, it's very, very minimal that I have to talk to customers, but I do talk to those guys because they were actually their delivery guys actually had to carry the food because they didn't have an elevator. They had to carry the food up to like the second or third floor with hand trucks. They didn't have an elevator, and they had no other way to get it up. So I might be able to just take some toothpicks if I have them and stick it in just to help support it. But how's that? I don't think that's too shabby. I mean, aside from the fact that I can poke it out, I mean, I don't think that's too shabby. You know. But yeah, all these little strings on the inside, it's kind of annoying. Let me see if I can scrape some of these out real quick. And then let me get my big spoon. Scrape out this stuff on the bottom. We do have plenty of bunnies that come around here, so I'd be interested to see if they will eat that. We get bunnies and squirrels. Yeah. Possums, skunks, deer, coyote. All right. So now that it's actually getting a wee bit dark, yeah, let me just finish cleaning up these holes. You want to post a picture of it? Yeah, definitely. Been working nights, every minute counts. I'm talking with her. Yeah, Brandon, for sure, man. Cherish that time now because one day it could all go away. She could throw your Frank in the garbage. Then you'd be a Frankless Frankfurt. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is, see, it would help if I had like an air compressor or something, but I don't. Not here anyway. Alright, so it's kind of hard, and I did mention at the beginning of this that it was kind of stringy, but I think for what it's worth, it came out good. I kind of messed up the design at the top, and by cutting everything out, but I'd say it looks pretty freaking good. So now, put the light on. You blow that pumpkin to pieces. So look at that. And then, oh, I got pumpkin pieces on me. So I think this is part of the chaos that I like. Is trying to figure out where the top matches. We'll be right back after these messages. Frank. Oh, there we go. Got it. Let me get some paper towel. Clean that off. And this is our jack-o'-lantern. And this is what we live for. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys spending the time with me. Now, who wants to go bobbing for apples, Frank? Yeah, this is freaking awesome. Oh, man, I feel like doing another one. Not right now, but now I know how to do this right. I mean, look at that. Somebody take a screenshot, send it to me, Frank. Oh wait, let me get my good side. That's the side without the pumpkin chunks. I am not good at bobbing. I'm good at franking. But yeah, guys, I think that actually came out pretty good. What do you guys think? So we actually got our multi-design pumpkin here, and I actually have enough space for something else right here. You see how much battery life I got? Probably like 50, 60. Wow. But yeah, that looks so good. That looks so good. Not bad for my first time. Like trying this on a pumpkin. Add the mini speaker and play some spooky music. Yeah, definitely. This was fun, guys. This was so much fun. So I am going to turn this light off for now. You know what? I'll leave it on for you guys. That's what I'll do. I'll leave it on, and then I'll show you guys how I process black walnuts. So I'm going to get some gloves on because it's kind of hard to see now, but my hands are stained. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock already, so I actually have to wrap this up. So we'll spend like 5-10 minutes. Put gloves on because black walnuts will stain your hands. And I've been trying desperately to get this dye off of my hands for a while. So what I do is I take a straight edge knife. The S, this is a double-sided pumpkin, so, or it's big enough to have more than one side. So I kind of left a little bit of gap, but I could have left a lot of a bigger gap. So I mean, for what it's worth, I think you guys see the nice bright orange colors, right? And then I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. Oh no! My ass! It fell out! That's alright, we'll be right back after these messages. Yeah. That's all right. I could always go get another pumpkin and redo it, Frank. Hey, babe, can you give me some of those shish kebab sticks? I'll fix this. This this light needs a little bit of oil, but part of the chaos is trying to fit the top back on, and it's not fitting back on, Frank. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I'll just get some shish. After this commercial break. Doo-doo, doo-doo. But at least that'll give me a chance to clean this up, you know. Kind of, yeah. Yes, baby. Just hand me like 2 of those, 3 of those. Yeah, I don't have any toothpicks, but I have these skewers. So So I got 1 in the top, and then we will do 1 in the bottom. So we got 1 in the top, 1 in the bottom, just to hold it. And then we got our serrated knife. Try to get that little tug. There you go. And then we can just use a serrated knife to cut the stick. Like so. Take the light out. Cut off that stick like so. I could probably use 1 more of those sticks. Give me another one? Probably not. Let's see. Maybe see if I can somehow stab this together. From the inside out, maybe? I don't know. Or maybe right here. Go in at an angle, maybe. Try to stab it straight through. Yeah, it's almost working. What's your favorite scary movie? My favorite scary movie is 13 Ghosts. By far, one of my favorite movies of all time. 13 Ghosts. If you've never seen it, I don't recommend it for kids, but I watched it when I was a kid. It was a different time then, but yeah, excellent movie. All right, let's get this top back on. Good as new, Frank. Good as new. Probably gotta clean it up just a little bit, but yeah, not too shabby. So I will put that up on the top of the patio. And I think I'll process a couple walnuts for you guys. So my son and I, we actually went foraging. What I have in this bucket is just an old protein shake bucket. And I got some brand new steel wool in there. And these are the walnuts. These are black walnuts. So what I do is I take it and with gloves on, obviously. And in there, that's the walnut. This has like a very like pungent, almost like a like a citrus smell, but it has like a tinge of pungent to it. And here's your walnut right here. Do you want apples now, Frank, or wait? I'll wait till I go inside. So yeah, that's how easy it is. And we actually have a huge Walmart bag of these, and these walnuts have to cure for about, I would say, 2 to 4 weeks. But I'm gonna put mine in a basket. So I put these in a bucket with the Brillo. I'll add water. Like, look how big this walnut is. And I picked these off of a tree, and I got these for free. And these are black walnuts. So these aren't the same as the English walnuts you would buy in the store. These are raw, organic, wild, picked right off of a tree or directly in front of the tree, and super easy. And best of all, they were free. So after you let them cure for about 2 to 4 weeks, like, look how big these walnuts are. I put them in the bucket. I add some water because they're still, I'll show you what I mean. So you got the top where the stem was, you got the bottom. So what I do is I'll cut it like an avocado. And the reason why you want to wear gloves is because the juice from these will stain your hands brown, if not black. So you guys see all that flesh that's left on that pit, on the walnut. What I do is I'll put it in there with 2 brand new things of Brillos, and I will add water to it, and I shake it up. Or you can also use like a rock tumbler with the Brillo, and it'll act as an abrasive to get those pits nice and clean, so that way they dry evenly. Don't I heard about this today. Don't throw the fruit or the flesh into your garden because it will kill pretty much all of the plants in there. And this is actually pretty relaxing to me. So the other day, my uncle and I, we processed over 100 black walnuts, but the same way. Take it, twist it, cut the line, twist it, pop out the walnut, and if you were interested in selling them, they go for anywhere from $5 to $11 a pound. But me, after I cure these, they're probably going to get stored away because they'll be good for a few years if left in the shell. So you got to let them dry out properly so they don't get all moldy. And I think I might go get a few more bags of these because, again, they were free. And all I got to do is harvest them, you know. And then this is what it looks like. It's kind of hard to see because it's dark outside, but these are actually going to be black on the inside, most likely, because outside is black. But yeah, you could see that it's a little dark at the top, but not really. So um, I do appreciate you guys watching. Thank you guys so much for spending the time. Yeah, I hear you, Brandon. So thank you guys for carving a pumpkin with me. Uh, and stay tuned for more great content. I appreciate you guys watching. So I'm going to go eat some apples, take a shower, and get ready for work in a few hours. I actually got to be up for work at midnight, so or 12:30 a.m. So I will see you guys later. Be good, be safe, and thank you guys for watching the stream. Later. Thank you, Des. I hope someone took a screenshot while it was light and the pumpkin was still good.